Hey guys, so it is time for the first episode of my new series. You guys decided this because I left it up to you in my last episode of Reckless Journal, and then everyone voted in the comment section, and in first place with 116 votes, plus a ton more that I didn't get around to tallying up, was This Is Not a Book by Carrie Smith. And let me tell you, I'm actually kind of surprised that so many people requested this because I've already done it before and I posted a final flip through on my channel. I'll make the link convenient for you if you want to see that if you haven't already. So yeah, I didn't think that people would want to see me do this again, but I am actually really excited that this was what was chosen. Now, let me talk about this just a little bit because it's not as popular as Reckless Journal. It is by the same author as Reckless Journal, Carrie Smith. I think the reason it's not very popular for people to do on YouTube, or most people kind of give up on it, is because it actually is pretty difficult, I have to say. I mean, the prompts are challenging because you have to really think about them. Also, if you want to make this look good in the end, it's going to be more difficult because a lot of the prompts in here are like more of activities that you go out and do, not necessarily you do on the page. In order to make this a nice masterpiece of a journal at the end, I am going to have to do some altering and putting a spin on some of these directions, and I think a lot of people are interested to see how to do that because they want to make this more of kind of an art journal and not so much a activity book, if that makes sense. One more thing I want to point out, in the beginning it says note to the reader/user. It basically says that you can add anything you want, you can take away anything you want. It's your book, this is not a book. I'll call it a book. It's a book. You're not really tied to the directions. They're there to guide you along and give you ideas, but you can change them and make it your own. That's okay with the author. That's okay with me, and I will be taking advantage of that on some pages. Okay, so I'm going to start right now by doing the first thing that you should always do when you have one of these books. If you plan on doing it at all, do it first because it makes it much easier. I'm going to color the edges of the book. It doesn't say to do that in any prompt in here, but I always do that and I want to do it. So here's an example of me adding to what the book says to do. Yeah. Okay, so let's see that footage of me doing that now. Okay, let's get into the actual pages now, shall we? Starting with page number 1, and it says, "This is an inconvenience. Take This Is Not a Book everywhere you go for 1 week. You must place it in full view at all times." And to be honest, I think that that's just kind of, free advertising for the author so that you can get the word about the book out. But anyway, it doesn't matter, it's fine. I will plan on doing that in the next week. In the meantime, for right now on camera, I will just be decorating this page, so you'll be seeing that now. to page 34, which says, "This is a playground. Color in this shape using the strangest method you can think of. Make your writing utensil really long by attaching something to it with tape." Okay, so this should be very fun and laid back and chill. It's a nice intro page to do because it's very easy. Also, I am going to try to think of some way to make this more attractive overall and not just color in the shape, but color around it or something like that. So yeah, that's what you'll be seeing now. Page 45, and it says, "This is a friend. Turn this is not a book or other objects into characters by adding these items." And then it gives you a bunch of facial features. So yeah, I don't really want to cut these out because it's going to be messy and it's going to leave a page with cut out fragments and ugliness, and I don't want that in my book. So I'm going to give the directions a little bit of a spin, and instead of putting these on like physical items, I'm going to draw items and turn the drawn items into characters. I think actually that is technically following the directions because she doesn't say physical objects, she just says objects, and drawn objects are still objects. I don't know if you're following me right now, but you'll see what I'm gonna do right now. Really easy prompt that's great to get started with this book because you won't have to think about it too much. It says, "This is a grouping of circles with no purpose whatsoever. Draw them using whatever methods you prefer." So this is pretty similar to that circle page in Wreck This Journal, except they've added with no purpose whatsoever. So this, I like that because it kind of takes the pressure off from like trying to be really clever with it or trying to give it some sort of theme or turn the circles into something interesting. I'm just gonna draw circles with no purpose, and it's gonna be cool and fun and very easy. So yeah, this should be cool. Let's do that now. Okay, and next is page 60. And here's an example of one of those activities that you have to go out and do. The directions say this is an ethnographic study. 1. Go to a public place. 2. Pretend you're an alien visiting the planet for the first time. 3. Take notes about human behavior and human customs as if you've never seen them before. I actually think this is a really cool prompt, and I had fun doing this last time, so I'm gonna do it again, but obviously I can't do it right this second because I'm not in a public place. So I'm gonna wait until I am in a public place to do this, and I'll show you once I do that. But I'm just gonna add some decoration to this page because we can't leave it blank with just some writing on it because that's boring. So I'm gonna go with the alien theme, and that's what I'm gonna be doing on camera right now for you, is decorating the page before I actually go out and do the prompt. Okay, so let's go through the pages that I just did. If you notice that there's a mess in the background, I'm sorry. I'm working on something back here that you will find out about soon, but not right now. I just didn't feel like cleaning it up because there's like wet paint and stuff. Yes, I am in the same outfit that I was in when I filmed my P.O. box opening video. Yeah, it's the same day, so I didn't change, but let's start with the Inconvenience page. It has been about a week since I filmed the intro for this video. Did I take this book everywhere with me for the past week? I really want to say yes, but no, I didn't. There's really no reason for me to take it everywhere and leave it in full view, and it's kind of weird, to be honest, because I can't just like casually work on it in the car or something. Like, I film all the pages that I do, so there's really no reason for me to be like dragging this thing along with me. Anyway, I'm really happy with this page. The donuts have nothing to do with the directions, but that's okay because I really had fun drawing these. Like, it's kind of a different style than I normally do, and I think I might do it more often because it was really fun, and I'm really happy with how they look. So yeah, I drew donuts and then just like a corner of the donut on the bottom and a little heart and sprinkles, and it's very cute. Okay, next page is This Is a Playground. So I just colored crazy little swirls all over the page as like a background, and then the part where I actually followed the directions was this black painted part. I used like tongs and a bouncy ball, and I dipped the bouncy ball in paint and painted with the bouncy ball while holding tongs. I feel like that was a pretty strange way to color this shape in. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't strange enough for you, but it was pretty strange to me. So yeah, I did that, and it's kind of an unusual looking page, but I think this page is really hard to like make look normal because it's kind of an unusual shape on the page to begin with. So yeah, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out as well. So okay, the next page, this is a friend, and this is the one where I kind of put my own spin on it. I just covered up the blue page with another piece of paper, and I just drew, I ended up just doing food. I thought I was gonna do like all kinds of different items, but I ended up just doing food because, I don't know, I just did several food things in a row, and I was like, hey, that's kind of cute, I'm just gonna do food. So I did that, and I made them all into little characters, and I think this page is like really cute. I like food with faces. And the ethnographic study page, I haven't filled this out yet, even though it has been a week, but I am going to the beach soon, so I think that would be a pretty fun place to do this page, so I'll probably, in the next video, I'll probably have it done, and I'll just show you what I wrote, even though it won't be that interesting. This blank white space in between the two planets is where I'm gonna write, so if you were wondering why it looks kind of empty, that's because I'm saving that for actually following the directions. Okay, and then the last page is the grouping of circles with no purpose whatsoever. I am like in love with this page. It's such a simple idea, but it's like so bright and colorful, and like the colors are like really, really nice. I use mostly Prismacolor pencils on here. Some other brands got in there, but mostly Prismacolor, and those are like the best ones and the easiest to blend, and the colors just like are really, really vibrant. So I'm so happy with this page. It took forever and my hand was like dying at the end, but it was totally worth it. Okay, well that's about it. I really hope that you guys are happy with the choice for the new series, and you're looking forward to seeing the rest of this book, because I'm like super excited for this. I will see you later. Bye.